Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sarah Sunstone, and today I'm going to be sharing the 5 townies on Coral Island who I wish were dateable. I know we already have the most amazing cast of romanceable NPCs, and I have no complaints. Honestly, there's already so many choices, adding any more options into the game would probably overwhelm me and make it even harder to pick who I'll go for first. But I do think that some of the townies would make great partners on Coral Island, so let's take a look. Coming in at number 5 on my list is Bree. I mean, Bree is just gorgeous. She's a model turned housewife who spends her days doing quality control for the vineyard. She also loves cooking gourmet meals and throwing parties. For someone like me who doesn't enjoy cooking, it would actually be really nice to have a partner who does. Maybe we could actually learn new recipes from her in the game, and if nothing else, we can surely enjoy some wine and good time with her. I feel like she would be a lot of fun to partner up with and would be into planning exciting activities for us to do together. Unfortunately, Bree is married to Walter on Coral Island, who I'm not so sure about. I hope he's actually really sweet and it's not just his status and money that has them together. I also desperately want to be a dog mom to Taco, who's their dog. He's just so cute. So Walter, step aside. I am coming for Bree. Next on my list is Jack. Jack works as the island's rancher, taking care of animals and managing his shop. Similar to Bree, he enjoys experimenting in the kitchen and watching cooking shows. Clearly, I just really want someone to cook for me. I love that Jack lives in a cabin in the forest. I would love to be a part of that lifestyle and help him take care of the animals. I also feel like he would do a good job of looking out for me, reaching high places, carrying heavy things, and opening jars on my behalf. He also seems like he would be the type to have a tough exterior, but actually be really sensitive and sweet. And once again, our man Jack is married to Kira, but I really love Kira, so I'm okay with that. And I think they make a very strong power couple. Coming in at number 3 is Erica. Erica works at the salon that she runs with Emily, and during her time off, she can be found volunteering at Starlight Elementary School or just wandering around town lending her ears to those in need. She's very honest and will tell it to you like it is, and there's definitely a lot of benefits that I can see if you were to date Erica. Free haircuts from a trusted stylist, a great listener, honesty. I could definitely see myself going to her for advice. She seems like she would be very warm and comforting, but also wouldn't hold back from telling you what you needed to hear in that situation. I have said this before, but interestingly, in her bio, it says that she'd perhaps be a good candidate to marry if she weren't already married to Frank. And this seems super suspicious to me. Like I've previously speculated, I do wonder if in her storyline she will become romanceable at some point. I mean, I love the idea of her and Frank together with their cats Peanut and Butter, but only if it's healthy and happy. So I guess we'll have to wait and see how their story unfolds. Next at number 2 is Dinda. And Dinda came out of nowhere for me. I completely overlooked her to begin with, and I think I fell in love with her the moment I saw her updated character model. She just looks so sweet, cute, and gentle, but she is a carpenter, so she must also be kind of tough. She enjoys tending to her herb garden and cooking. Okay, I'm noticing this is a third candidate who enjoys cooking. Does everyone love cooking except for me, or am I just picking people that like cooking so that I don't have to? I'm not sure what's going on here. Dinda also enjoys taking part in community activities such as yoga on Saturdays, and I would absolutely love to go to weekly yoga with her and expand her herb garden so that we could work on that project together. I also think it would be really sweet if she would be able to make various furnishings for my house with her carpentry skills. And I mean, she doesn't have to do all the work. Maybe she could even teach me how to do a few simple projects of my own. I just think getting a piece of handmade furniture as a gift from someone you love would be like the most amazing thing. Dinda is married to fellow carpenter Joko on Coral Island, and they live with their sweet little son Archie. I would never, ever, ever want to break up this happy family. But in an alternate dimension where Dinda is single, I'll be waiting. And finally, coming in at number 1 is Dipa. Dipa spends their day looking for inspiration and painting around the island. They prefer nights in and seem very introverted, artistic, and open-minded. I love their energy and sense of style just from their character artwork. I think Dipa and I would actually have a lot in common in terms of our interests and tendency to stay in more than go out. I could definitely see us going around the island on long, almost meditative walks and having paint nights together. I decided to put Dipa at number 1 because out of everyone, I think that it would be the most impactful for the game to have a non-binary character as a dateable candidate. We already have plenty of traditionally guys and gals to choose from. Like, we have more than enough at this point where it's gonna be a problem to make choices. So this extra bit of diversity would definitely be the most welcomed and impactful change for the game in the bigger picture. Now, I don't think we can get our hopes up about anything dramatic changing in the story, as Dipa does seem to be in a very happy relationship with Emma, but perhaps one of the unrevealed mystery characters will actually be a dateable non-binary character. Once again, only time will tell. Now, last week, I actually posted a poll asking which townie do you wish you could romance, and I gave you the options of Bree, Dipa, and Jack, and unsurprisingly, Dipa took the lead, but Bree was a very close second, and Jack has his very own legion of lovers as well. So this was interesting to see that I'm not alone in wanting some of these townies to be dateable. Thank you all for participating, and of course, we can't forget about your top comments. Now, these comments were left on last week's video, which was all about mining on Coral Island. Florianne said, I would love to see a giant sus chicken to be the final boss in the mine. And I think that's hilarious. If you're not sure what exactly they're referencing, it was this bug of the month where the chicken was giant. I don't know if this was done on purpose. I feel like it was, but regardless, giant sus chicken would be a great final boss at the mines. Zach said that mining was their least favorite thing to do in Stardew Valley. The cave was dark and they couldn't find the right equipment to continue, so they hope that Coral Island will change their opinion. I get into mining based off of the game. I really got into it in Sunhaven. Stardew Valley, not so much. Honestly, I'm mostly motivated by crystals, and then also if there's cool monsters, I'm down to check them out. I do enjoy upgrading my farming equipment, so I'm very motivated to find like copper and iron and all of that. That's mostly my motivation for the mines. I do hope that Coral Island will take that extra step and make the environment in the mines super interesting. And Opal said, of course I would love to see opals. Of course you would. It makes sense that the giants live in or around the caves. Can't imagine experiencing a full-on earthquake, as I live on the west coast where quake activity is ramping up. Girl, same. So thank you for reminding me. But if it leads to giants, I'm ready. Great new look and love your expressions. Thank you so much. I worked pretty hard on them. I'm still pretty new to digital art. I'm not the greatest, but I did want to switch it up a little bit, both in spirit of the alpha with the farmer overalls and just to make my videos a little bit more interesting while I'm talking. Thank you all so much for your comments. Be sure to let me know which of the townies you wish were dateable, and maybe you'll be featured in my next video. And before I leave you today, let's take a look at today's amazing fan art. Today's beautiful art by THOM is actually of the mysterious, elusive Karen. I absolutely love how she looks in this art, and to be honest, this alone makes me sort of wish that I could date her. I know, I'm sorry, she's supposed to be the supervillain, but if there were a potential for this in the game, I could see the story going one of two ways, either where you go to the dark side of Coral Island and join her at Pufferfish and become evil yourself, or where you get to know her and realize she's actually really sweet on the inside but just misguided, and you help her realize what's important in life and you two fall in love. I'd personally pick path number 2, but I don't think either will actually ever be an option in the game. I just think she's such a great looking character, like super cool. And I think the island does really need a good villain with all of the love and kindness from the rest of the cast, which I'm a big fan of, but we do definitely need like a villain. Maybe in an alternate timeline, I date a villain. I don't know. Thank you so much, THOM, for sharing this beautiful art. I absolutely love it. And as always, I will link her information in the description of this video, so go check it out. And there you have it, friends. Those are the 5 townies that I wish were dateable, plus a Karen. Let me know in the comments who you wish you could date on Coral Island. Sky's the limit. Maybe I should have included the Goddess of Flowers. I'm probably not worthy of her. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and until next time, take care.